Hello everybody, it is yeah. And welcome back to some more Flood Escape 2. Last time we gone through some boring levels, I'm not gonna lie. But oh well, we're on episode 4 now. So we've already beaten 16 levels, and now we've got 22 more levels to go. And in this episode we got 6 levels, finally. And here they are. Crystal Caverns, Snowy Peaks, Fallen, Fall Equinox, Sinking Ship, and Flood Island. And finally on this episode we got our first Insane. Well, we got 2, but we'll talk about that when we get there. And now, of course, on the rules, which at this point you should probably know, but just in case you don't. Number 1, solo only. Number 2, no glitches. Rule number 3, no overpowered shortcuts. Number 4, no tricks. And finally, number 5, playing on PC, because I'm not a child. And that's mostly everything for this intro. But one more thing. If you do enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as well, join the Discord server, link in the description. Now, let's begin with Crystal Caverns. Level 17, Crystal Caverns. It is a hard difficult map with 7 standard buttons and 1 group button. And the first 3 buttons will be in this massive room here. So let's get the first button. Up here on this ramp, where it has a couple of jumps you need to go across, and some very skinny platforms as well. And then at the top here, here's your first button. After pressing that, this ice cube will shatter and you can now use this zip line. And you need to go up there, of course, by going up here, and then use the zip line 2 with the second button. Then after pressing that, this air tank is now free. And before I go press the third button, I'll quickly grab the air tank, then on these platforms over here, and quickly traverse them to get to the third button. After pressing the third button, this ice wall will shatter, and now you have to do some swimming. That's what the hint was for. So now we're at the swimming part. I haven't got really much to say here, except just move around the icicles and keep swimming forward until you get to the 4th button, which is a group button here. Now we're onto this area, and as well we press the 4th button. So the 5th button is right below us. And sadly there's an ice floor in the way. All you need to do is swim over here, then swim down, under it, and towards the 5th button, and then swim back. Then after you swim back, the 6th button is available, and then you can press it. As well, this ice wall will disappear after you press it, and you can be able to get to the 7th button. After pressing that 7th button, my air tank has been used up, and if you did not grab that air tank, you clearly wouldn't even survive. Even with the air tank and doing it solo, you'd just be able to beat the level. But now this ceiling is now open, so you can go ahead and get yourself the last button, then this wall will disappear, and that's how you beat Crystal Caverns.
Kinda snowy.
Level 18, Snowy Peaks. It is on the hard difficulty, with 5 standard buttons and no group buttons. Interesting. And the first button is on our left when we get out of this cave. And then climb on these small platforms. Then climb this trust. Then on top of the hill, there's your first button. Then jump down the hill to where you basically spawn. As well, this platform has now appeared, so you can jump on it and go across this pit here. Then go on these trusts, then make a right on these wooden planks. Then on top of these 2 boxes is the second button. After pressing that second button, this trust will appear. Then you can zipline across to over here, then onto this platform, and then onto these wooden planks, which I did see a lot of newbies struggling with. I'll give you a hint. Keep holding W and keep holding space, and you'll get up there quickly, efficiently, and 90% guaranteed. Then you're on this hill here. Then you have to jump down towards the third button. Then after pressing that third button, this truss will appear, and as well, this bridge has been built. Convenient. Then after crossing that bridge, climb this trust, onto this box, and onto this wooden plank here, towards the fourth button. Then turn around, and as well this wooden beam is here, pretty tight by the way, so try not to fall off. Then going across that beam, this door is closed, so we need to take a quick detour onto our left, where we need to jump over this gap here with the 2 boxes. Then when you're at the edge of this platform here, drop down towards the last button. Then climb all the way back up, and go back, of course, and this door will open. Then when you get there, slide under here, then just hold W, and that's how you beat Snowy Peaks. We're at the halfway point now, with level 19 Fallen. It is on the insane difficulty, with 7 standard buttons and 3 group buttons. This level used to be in the hard difficulty, but that doesn't matter right now. All I need to say is you need to be fast, efficient, and nearly perfect, where one crucial mistake could mean you've won or you lost. So I'll give you a nice hint. Do not fall into that pink stuff there, because if you touch it, it kills you. Alright, enough of me rambling. Go to these 2 platforms, to this wall jump, and jump off it to go on this platform. Then jump down. Then you're on your end of this platform with the big crystal. Turn right on these crystal shards here to the first button. After pressing that, turn around, and this crystal has been cut in half, and this zipline has appeared. Then at the end of the zipline, go on this wall jump here and jump off it. Then slide under here, then go on this box, then go to the left wall jump to get on up here onto these platforms, and then at the end you get to the second button. After pressing the second button, turn around and these wooden platforms will appear. Climb all the way to the top to the third button. Then after pressing that, jump towards this platform here. Then drop down to this wall jump here, but don't go on it, go on top of it. Then go towards the fourth button. Then after pressing that, turn around again, and these new platforms will appear. And at the end of them all is another zip line. Now at the end of that zip line, go on these 2 platforms and then this broken bridge will appear. Then when you made it across, go to your right, then wall jump off this wall to press the 5th button, but don't hold any buttons while you jump off that wall, because that will kill you. Then when you landed on the platform again, these platforms will appear and you can go across them now. As well, slide under here. Then when you reach to this shattered crystal, go on top of it towards the 6th button. Then go to this tree over here and go past it. Then go towards this pillar here with all the wooden platforms and platform all the way up. And on top, you'll get to the 7th button. After pressing that, jump down here with all these shattered crystals and platform across to the end of those shattered crystals. Then when you get to this platform here, drop down towards the 8th button. Then when you press that button, quickly jump your way all the way back up with this trust here. Then go on this box and then onto this broken bridge here. Then you go on this box and go on these platforms as well. And as you're platforming, the 9th button will be on this platform here. Then when you get to this pillar here, where the pink stuff has nearly caught up with me, no pressure of course. Yeah, I'm actually scared, help. So go on these wooden platforms and quickly get up there. Then at the end of those wooden platforms is a zip line. And quickly getting on that zip line, and at the end is another pillar with wooden platforms. Quickly climb up the wooden platforms. And while you're climbing up, the final button will be here. Then when you press it, this platform will appear. Then you can do the final bit here while on these platforms, on these shattered crystals, shards. And then on this platform, you've beaten Fallen. Vibrant Venture Time! Oh yeah! With level 20, full Equinox. Hopefully I said that correctly, that's a weird word. But it is on the normal difficulty with 6 standard buttons and 2 group buttons. And autumn has come early, in the month of June. Okay. Anyway, let's get that first button. First of all, you turn left and take a nice dip into the autumn waters. Then you get out of the water here, and then climb up these wooden platforms. Walk on this wooden plank to this castle wall here. Then turn left, and up this log is your first button. After pressing the first button, jump down. Then go towards this broken stone bridge here. Towards the ground over here. Then make a right and climb on these stone pillars here. And on top is the second button. Then after pressing that, jump down into the water. And these planks of wood will break. And be able to press the third button. After pressing the third button, turn around and swim towards this trust here. Then walk on these wooden planks here over here. Then go towards this trust and go towards the next room. Alright, so here's the next room. It only has one button. All you need to do is go towards this stone structure here, go inside it and climb this ladder. Then when you made it all the way to the top of the ladder, turn around, and there is your 4th button, which is on a crate. And pressing it will open this tunnel over here. And you have to go through it, of course. After going through it, the 5th button is just over here. All you need to do is go on these planks here and press the 5th button. Then turn around and go back towards the tunnel that you've gone through earlier. And if you take a left, this wooden plank has appeared. So go on that, and then go on this box on these other wooden platforms. And on this stone structure is the 6th button. After pressing that, these 2 wooden planks will go out of this stone structure. Then jump down towards the ground here. Then go on this wooden platform, and then go on these wooden platforms to get to the 7th button. Then turn around, and these wooden planks have appeared into this middle platform, where the 5th button was. Then turn a right, and platform across those 2 platforms, and go across this tunnel. We have across thy tunnel, and if we take a left, there is the 8th button. You have to take a little dip into the water, of course. Then after pressing that, turn around and climb this truss here to get back up. Then go over here and climb up the stone structures and wooden planks, and that's how you beat full Equinox. Welcome to the lazy test. Level 21, sinking ship. It is on the insane difficulty, with 1 standard button and 4 group buttons. And at this beginning section here, you gotta be quick. Like, really fast. Like, you gotta get the first 3 buttons in 37 seconds. Now, you might say, oh, that's not that bad. In theory, yes. In practice, who no? As well, it's called the lazy test for a reason, as most players who play this map wait until this door opens, and it happens to be the lazy lot who doesn't want to press the buttons. This especially happens in the pro servers, with like all the actual good players. It's a bloody lie if you ask me. But let's get that first button. Well, first of all, you slide on here, of course. That's clearly a no-brainer. Then you got 2 directions to go to. The right is that door I mentioned earlier, and left is where the first button is. So go there, of course, and you go into this room over here. Then you have to climb on these boxes, onto these platforms and trusts, and a couple of more platforms, and then you can be able to get the first button. Then go to that door I mentioned. Alright, we've gone past that door, and the second button is not that hard to get. All you have to do is swim in the acid for a bit, and go and press the second button. And when you press it, you have to go back, and then this vent will open. Go through the vent, and the music will definitely be intensing up now. Alright, we're in this room. This is the main room you're going to be mostly in. It's very vertical, but as you can see from the timer here, 35 seconds, only got 2 seconds before that acid rises up. So at the beginning, go on these boxes, then platform your way up. I will not go into detail because I think it's pretty difficult to explain absolutely everything here, but I would like to explain one section. This trust here. In about a minute into the level, the acid will turn into lava, and when you get to this trust here, if the lava is touching the trust, you are dead. There's no way you can be able to survive. This is what I want to call the moment of truth. It is the section right here, and as well in some other levels which I will mention, but this is our first moment of truth, of where, how well have you done towards up to this point? If you've done well enough, you survive, mostly. But if you dilly-dally and waste a lot of time, you will die without any recovery. And for that being said, for this section, this entire room here, all I have to say is, good luck. Alright, main section completed. Well done if you actually got this far, but it's not over. When you get out of this room, these boxes here, if you go on this box, then on this box, and here's the third button. Then this chain link fence will disappear. Then go on this wooden box, then across the top of that chain link fence that disappeared, onto these mini wooden platforms, which are very difficult to actually go on, so be careful and be fast. And on this large wooden platform here is the fourth button. After pressing that, the platform will drop, and you have to go across to the other side of the ship, to where this wooden box here, and in the container here is the last button to press. Then use these wooden boxes and wooden platforms to not touch the lava, of course, and go up on top of here, and that's how you beat sinking ship. You finally conquered the lazy test. Now, can most of you people actually stop being lazy and, you know, press the buttons? And stop blaming me for everything? Thanks.
Run.
After escaping the sinking ship, time to relax a bit. With level 22, Flood Island. It is on the normal difficulty, with 2 standard buttons and 1 group button. And it's a nice simple level that newbies can understand. I hope. So getting to the first button, which is all across over there, is we need to get on the island, of course, by getting off this raft and then swimming towards the island. Then keep holding forward until you get to these sand cliffs here. All you need to do is just climb them up, and then the first button will be yours. After pressing the first button, turn around and see where that blue wire is going. You'll be going over here to where this different coloured sand is, and over here is an opening. It was shut before, of course. And now we're over here. Our first thing we need to do here is go on these boxes here, on this wooden platform and on this cliff. Then go around the cliff here, and here is your second button. Then go back to where those boxes were, and over here where this other raft is here, and there's a wooden plank there that wasn't there before. Walk across it, of course. Then you have to do some platforming, and on this wooden platform here is the final button. And then this wooden barricade will be broken. after that broken barricade and going through it, go on this weird looking tree here, then use these platforms here to get yourself up, of course, and then keep going across the bridge. Then after you cross the bridge, you go over here to get on this cliff. Then all you need to do is follow the arrow signs and on these boxes here, and the helipad is here to save you, I guess. Either way, this lava's totally not threatening or anything. I'm actually kind of lying. That lava is really dangerous. And if you keep messing around, which I have done a couple times, especially on this level while looking for the lost page, which, by the way, I will make an entire video on that one day, and died to the lava and got killed like around halfway when I was getting to the helipad. Either way, that's how you beat Flood Island. Pretty simple level. Alright, that's episode 4. 3 more to go, and 60 more levels to commentate, I guess. But as well, I do got a little thing to say, that we've gone through 2 Insanes already, of course, but originally there was going to be 1, as at the time when I started the guide, Fallen was a hard, difficult map, and now it's an Insane. Actually, I will say, when I did record it originally, like the raw footage, it was a hard, then it turned Insane. And I had to re-record that entire gameplay again, and as well beat a more difficult map, which took a couple of tries, but I've finally done it, and I don't need to worry about it. Either way, there's nothing else to really say, except expect a lot more videos coming out around this summer holiday. As you know, I don't have any college stuff to do, so possibly next week the 5th video will be out, then the 6th, then the 7th, and that's it. That's all of Flood Escape 2. But we're not there yet. Either way, let's get this outro done. So, thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. As well, join the Discord server, link in the description. And bye, have a great time.